Ready to start.
Rolling.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spinner Rack. I'm here with my boy PD. We're talking about the latest movie that was, the latest trailer was dropped from Marvel Studio about the Loki trailer. Hey, it is very interesting. Let's take a look at it, selector. Put it on. Select.
I know what this place is. The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection. Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart. I am smart. I know. Okay.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
This is absurd.
Sign this too.
We protect the proper flow of time. You picked up the Tesseract, breaking reality. I want you to help us fix it. Why me? I need your unique Loki perspective. Do I get a weapon? Yeah.
You really believe in this Loki variant?
Luckily, he believes in himself enough for the both of us. It is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. You're not big on trust, are you? You can trust me. Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times. Why never do it again?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Love it.
What can I
Stop.
say, man? I'm loving it. Yo, look, I'm telling you, Tom Hiddleston as Loki has always been an interesting character. I mean, in the Marvel universe, I've always liked Loki. You know, the trickster god. You know, Thor's brother, and I find it just interesting that they're now using him in a new vehicle in the Loki TV show. And here we see him as part of, and he's a variant. Let's remember, he's the guy who disappears with the Tesseract at the end of what, Endgame, I believe it is.
He's not a variant.
He's
He's
in handcuffs.
Loki.
But this is
He's
the one.
Loki from the what's the name? He ain't no variant.
They're calling him a variant because the Loki that died when Thanos broke his neck. Remember, there's no comeback. They said this is another Loki. When they went back in time and he escaped, that changed everything, and that's why the TVA, the Time Variance Society is after him, because he's the variant that got away. And so because of what he did, it looks
because
like
of what the Avengers did, the mistake the Avengers did. The Avengers are the ones that made the mistake that led to Loki stealing it. And then they like, oh, everyone said the timeline is perfect because they put everything back. No, they didn't. You figured that out, right?
Well, I mean, hey, we've been discussing about the whole time thing for the longest, but from what they're saying in the show, it seems that Loki was the one who broke it. I don't know how, or probably because of his actions. Of the other variants of Loki's do crazy stuff. We don't know. We're gonna have to watch the show. But overall, look, it looks crazy. I like the retro look of it. I like the Owen Wilson is there. Oh, don't forget Gugu and Bathara. She's as the judge. I mean, all she has to do is just look cross-eyed, and she's going to be great in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, obviously she's a babe.
Quality actors.
So you let me go now?
I think that, sorry, Petey.
Ultimately, I'm gonna have to use.
Are you gonna go?
I'm gonna have to use Mars's description of this. That all it is a freaking jokey version of Doctor Who. They ruined it. Instead of his freaking phone booth, they got this box. Same thing, like same sort of thing. It's the same. Like I'm now I've figured out the whole scheme of the Marvel thing. That you got your Falcon and the Furious. It's all the Falcon movie. The Falcon TV show is just the Fast and the Furious. Where the bad guys, there's no bad guys in it. It's all people that could be a part of the team, right? Come on, and this is what's the name? The other show was Dick Van Dyke or Bewitched. It's like, come on, they just do some. They don't. So I'm probably being too loud now. Ultimately, it looks like fun. Yes, I just need to see the cool stuff. Like I can give you an example of like they're trying to make it into like this middle management type of job thing for these guys. Of course I do. Oh, I do have it. Right? So if we go to the comic books for 2 seconds. I should have had this up earlier. Mars don't care about this.
Academy?
Huh?
The Umbrella Academy? I mean,
Not
it
no
seems to be
damn
trying to.
Umbrella Academy. Not no.
I'm just saying they have something similar in the Umbrella Academy.
Oh,
Where they
you're
come
gonna go
out
to
and try.
Umbrella Academy where we can go to the wordsmith, the artist of our generation, Walter Simonson. Hot Time in
Okay.
the Omniverse. Look at this crate, this nutty ship that they're flying in. Right? This is what happens when they meet the time variance authority. Look at this visual. You know how much money that costs? More than Disney has. Then we go in here. Okay, so they didn't use those 3 guys that are from a Thor comic book. That who's that guy? Kurt Busiek is kind of made into bigger things, bigger than they are. But we should be seeing this other guy, Justice Peace. He's like he's like the Judge Dredd of Marvel. Yep. And then we have, I guess this is the guy they're going to be playing. That's literally a caricature of Mark Grunwald because Marvel was so bureaucratic and the timeline was always an issue at Marvel, right? So you have that. One of the other things that I liked in this story, outside of some of the cool graphics in this temporal place, is this visual here, that it looked endless. Like before Frank Miller's 300, look how endless that looks.
I mean, like again, that definitely gives me the visuals from the Umbrella Academy where they're in.
Before the Umbrella Academy, forget your damn Umbrella Academy.
Well, I'm trying to relate it to people who are much younger and haven't read this comic,
Oh
Petey.
my gosh.
Okay?
So they say, oh, how could they stole it from the Umbrella Academy? Look at these cool visuals. Come on. So that's what I'm saying. Ultimately, they cut around the budget to make kind of mundane and that sort of thing. Where Walter Simonson has gone low tech, but the multitude of it and the fact that they're in space, like in no sort of like landing for any of these people, is just amazing. The whole thing that they could do, but they got their own statues, huh?
But outside of space and time, where the headquarters of the Time Variance Academy. I mean, Time Variance Authority. You know.
Yeah, I mean they've gone low tech on it, where Walter Simonson really pushed the boundaries. This is something sort of out of Ragnarok type of feel.
But what do you think about that? What do you think of the actual trailer, though? You know, different versions of Loki. We see him.
You can't trust Loki to fix the timeline. He's a bad guy. Like, why would you? We've already seen one Marvel show to the end. They showed that they're not going to give us any twists. We're going to get the show that we're going to get. When you see Wanda, even when they said it wasn't Wanda, they said it was the other person. It was Agatha all along. It was still all Wanda's fault. This was the same with the Falcon thing. Going to be the same thing in this one. Loki's going to just find a way to get back to Marvel, just like Gamora, just like just like Thanos decided, you know what I'm doing? I'm coming back. I'm the one from the past is tougher than the one from the future. What the hell? I can beat up the entire Avengers with no Infinity Stones? Come on, we know what they're gonna do. Loki's gonna turn on them at the end. He might get the Tesseract with him, take on the young Avengers when they put them together, and I'll be more upset.
Well, we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that because I'm not at all with any of that stuff. But hey,
You're the one
so
that called it Doctor Who.
Hey, I agree. I said it's a Doctor Who, it's a different Doctor Who, it's an Umbrella Academy mashup. But what are you gonna do? Listen, I think it's a good thing. I think people should go out and watch it. Spinnerack
Out.
out.